I would like to welcome you all and thank you all for coming to join us for the 6th annual gathering commemorating the Lantos archives on anti-Semitism and Holocaust denial. This event is becoming one of those annual moments on Capitol Hill where people of goodwill come together to recognize and to acknowledge a grave problem which, as we all know, in the last year has grown graver and the threats have grown more and more extreme. Before I begin my opening remarks, I'd like to take a moment to welcome a few very distinguished guests that we have here with us. First and foremost, not only because she is my mother, but because she is one of our most distinguished attendees today, I would like to introduce my beloved mother, Annette Lantos. As you know, she serves as chair of the Lantos Foundation for Human Rights and Justice, and for nearly 3 decades was my father's right-hand person, the full-time unpaid executive director of the Congressional Human Rights Caucus, and really in her own right was, many would say, the conscience of the Congress on a range of issues pertaining to human rights. And today, on a daily basis, she is my inspiration as we try to continue my father's work through the Lantos Foundation for Human Rights and Justice. We have a number of very distinguished guests, and I would like to recognize some of them as well. We are honored to have the Ambassador of Austria here with us today, and the newly arrived Ambassador from Hungary. Will you both please stand so we can recognize you? Each of them has been partnering in very meaningful ways with the Lantos Foundation as we advance our upcoming Solidarity Sabbath initiative, and we really are grateful for your presence here today. I want to recognize a dear longtime friend and another notable human rights figure in the Washington scene, Andy Manatos, who has been so close to our family through the years and is just known as one of those go-to guys in Washington. Andy, thank you for joining us today. Jean Lee, one of the great figures from China and the Chinese human rights movement, who on an ongoing basis is shining the bright light of truth on what is going on in China, and we are honored by your presence as well. And I must not forget, and we must welcome in the warmest way, Rabia Kadir, the worldwide leader, really, of the Uyghur community. Somebody through her beauty, her strength, her courage, and her conviction inspires all of us. So I could go on and on. This room is full of so many dear friends. But before I do anything else, I think I must give a moment's recognition to our host today, who is the Speaker of the House. We are all guests this afternoon in the Speaker's dining room. This very special room has been the occasion for some pretty extraordinary meals over the years. Supreme Court justices, presidents, leaders from around the globe have dined in this very elegant small space, and we are enormously grateful that each year, beginning back when it was Speaker Pelosi and now with Speaker Boehner, we are invited, MEMRI and the Lantos Foundation, to gather in this really very special and historic space for this event. Now, the event has become so popular that we fear we may be experiencing growing pains, but we are grateful to Speaker Boehner, and I did also want to share with you a very gracious letter that he sent to open this occasion this afternoon. He writes, "Dear friends, welcome to the United States Capitol for the 6th annual Lantos Anti-Semitism and Holocaust Denial Archives commemoration. It is fitting to host this event in a building that owes its status as the world's greatest symbol of freedom and democracy to the service of unshakable leaders like Tom Lantos. I am proud to lend my support to this event that advances Tom's work of ensuring that the past will never be forgotten and that the brutal injustices of the Holocaust will never be questioned or repeated. This is how, one gathering of people of goodwill at a time, we summon the courage to face the injustices of our own time and to chart a course towards truth and peace. Congratulations to the Middle East Media Research Institute, and best wishes to all those participating in today's commemoration. Sincerely, Speaker John A. Boehner. So we want to thank him for that.